Right. Cool. I think we're live. Just put this over here. Just wait for a few people to join. I think I need to. Cool. So I'm just going to wait. I think I've got one person watching. I can't see who you are at the moment, but take me off there. We could. Oh, 3 people are watching. Actually, one of them is including myself. But anyway, I'll kick this off now as we've got 2 people watching. So yeah, this is a second live for Ask the Dog Walker. So I'm trying to do this every single week. If you watch the one that I did last week, or it's actually on Sunday, but I'm going to do this probably every Friday. I think it makes sense to do it at the end of the week. So just so you know, I think people would. Some of the comments, you know, people mentioned that the weekdays were better than perhaps a Sunday, maybe because, you know, not as many people want to watch things like this on a Sunday, on a weekend. So yeah, I've come on here. Going to answer some questions from anyone in the group. Just going to make sure I've got this set up properly first, because I'm still getting used to it. Perhaps a Sunday. Oh, there you go. It's me doing that again. Yeah, so answer any questions from anyone in the group that you may have for a dog walker. So it's really hot in this house, and I've just had a shower as well. So it's actually been freezing cold today, but now I've got the heating on full blast and I'm wearing a hoodie. It's now boiling hot in here, so I'm like full on red. But and I've got a red light there. But for anyone else watching, but yeah, can answer some questions from anyone. I do have a few questions that clients and not necessarily just clients, but frequently asked questions that I've had from people in the past, which I thought would be a good idea to mention as well in between people leaving comments. So just gonna check to see if there's any comments. But also, if anyone watching would like to, would like to actually join the live, I can send you a link, and you can literally join. You know, come on the video if you've got a phone or something. You can prop your phone up and ask a question, and I'll happily answer it for you. So I'm doing this myself today. Amanda's not here today. Again, for anyone that didn't watch the last one, Amanda, one of the dog walkers at Project Pet, joined me to answer some questions. So I'm just going to see if there's anyone else that's going to join. I'm going to wait a little bit because sometimes it takes a little while for people to join in. But for anyone watching now, if you've got a comment, a question, leave it in the comments. Oh, and also, just a quick announcement as well. I put in the group a December meetup for Sunday the 6th at 10 a.m. So I wanted to wait until obviously lockdown finishes, and I wouldn't do it during lockdown. It doesn't make any sense. But yeah, we haven't done a meetup in quite a while, and I think it would be quite a good idea for anyone in the group. I've had quite a few people in the group asked to do a meetup. So it makes sense, 6th of December at Ashenbury Park in Woodley, for anyone that wants to bring their dog down to socialise, to get them socialised. It's really, last time we had quite a few dogs, some younger ones especially, that came down and had a good run around and enjoyed, socialising with other young ones and some of the older and wiser dogs as well. So it's always good fun. I love doing the meetups. It's like dog heaven. It's just dogs everywhere. It's awesome. It's cool to see dogs playing around and having fun. So, and it's also good for all of us in the group to network as well. Have a chat, get to know other dog owners, and just be part of this community that we've got in this group. So what I might do, because I haven't had a comment yet, I didn't think that, this is only the second episode, so I didn't think we'd get many comments crop up straight away, hence why I've got some FAQs handy. So one of them, I'll start that off anyway. Let me see which one I can go with. So one of them here is, I've had this from a fair few people, not everyone. Some owners don't even ask this at all. But basically, would we provide, so once we've walked your dog, would we provide like a daily update, letting how your dog's got on, and on the walk, and that sort of thing. So like I said, some owners don't really mind. They just want they might be at work or something, and they want their dog walked, and they trust the walker, and that's that really. They might get a text or something, which is fine. That's what a lot of dog walkers do, and it works well. One of the things we do though is we use an app. So all of the dogs. Oh, I've got a question here. Cool. Let me just finish off what I'm just saying here, so it just sticks it with the with the video. So we use an app that it's like our appointment scheduling app. So all of our clients' dogs are on this app, and it's for the client and it's for us as well, because it's kind of like our rota. But we can actually start the walk on the app. So we just press this little button, it starts the walk, and it times it for 60 minutes, because we do 60-minute walks. And we're able to, it also tracks us as well. So if we're going to, like, let's say Ashtonbury Park, which is one of the places we go to quite often in Woodley, the client can track the walk. I can track the walk as well, obviously, because it's on the app. And at the end of the walk, we also add photos. So me or the girls, Amanda and Alexis, will take photos of the dogs enjoying the walk, and then we also leave a comment. So we don't, the idea is to put a comment there, letting or the client know how the dog's got on, really, whether that's everything's gone smoothly. Sometimes we might put, oh, they had a bit of a runny tummy or something like that, but just little things like that that we'll add in there, for the owners to know. But anything that's like an emergency or something, we would always reach out to you, away from the app. We would phone you or call you or something. But anything standard, we put in the app, just let you know how it gets on. So that's kind of answers that question on what we do, how we update you once your dog's been walked. So even if your dog's walked 5 days a week, you'll get that same update 5 days a week. So let me just move that down. Right. Let's do. Oh, cool. Let's put that up. It still says Facebook user. I don't know if it comes up with your name on here, but on my screen it says I don't know who it's come from. So I'm using a different app so I'm not actually in Facebook right now. I'm on a separate tab. So this question is, how do you introduce new dogs into your walking pack? So firstly, we walk a maximum of 5 dogs, but most of the time, 90% of the time, we walk 4 dogs. That's just what we prefer to do. There's other dog walkers that walk 6 dogs, but it really depends on the company, really, or the dog walker. So, is it Anthony? Dogs. I think it's Anthony. Yes, Anthony. How's it going? Oh yeah, I invited you to the group earlier. Yeah. So the way Anthony, I've spoken to you a couple of times, but I don't think you've ever asked me this question. So yeah, the way we kind of introduce new dogs into the pack. Firstly, we have a qualifying process. So we have the meet and greet with you, with the potential, with the client. We'd go to your house, have a chat with you, see your dog, and also go on a walk as well. A lot of the time, sometimes we don't. It really depends on the dog. But sometimes, yeah, we'll go on a walk, see how the dog is. Get their their background info. What are they like? Obviously the owner is you're always going to know your dog the best. Like, I'm always going to know my 2 dogs the best, and what they're like. Sometimes obviously they can be different with like another person compared to the owner. So yeah, our qualifying process is super important. So because we can't help every single dog, with my business, we take on dogs that are already fairly well socialized, you could say, but we still take on dogs that need socializing. But let's say a bit of both, really. So on the first walk, we normally, so if we're starting with a new dog, we would always, after looking at the information that the new client has given me, I'd then speak to Alexis and Amanda at the same time, let them know the information, and we would then look at the groups we've already got and decide which group that your dog would best be suited in. So, if your dog's like a cockapoo, because we get lots of cockapoos or spaniels, those kind of breeds, they're better placed in groups potentially that have other have a similar breed. So, or dogs that have the same kind of temperament, or if that makes sense. So, but on the first walk, we normally keep, depending on the dog, we normally keep the dog on lead for the first walk so it can get used to us, and then we can introduce your dog to the group. So, but the good thing is actually, because especially as we have got so many long-term clients, we don't really take on ad hoc clients, because that can mess up the chemistry of the group. When I first started, I was taking ad hoc clients on, and we always found that the chemistry of the groups were always mixed, because dogs were seeing different dogs, if that makes sense. Whereas now we've got dogs that have been with us for 2 years or so or more, and they've been in the same group, or they know all the other dogs anyway, because they've been in those sort of groups that same time. So all of our dogs that are in the groups are super social and love having other dogs in the group, and all are always happy to, or let's say that makes no sense, but are accepting of newer dogs that are in the group, which is brilliant. So which makes it a lot easier for us to introduce new dogs. So really, it comes down to the qualifying process, making sure that that your dog kind of fits with what we are looking for, as well as a dog walking company. Because we don't take every single dog, like I said. There's going to be certain dogs that we just feel that could be suited with another dog walker, and that's fine. It's all about finding the right dog walker. So that's how we introduce new dogs. Thanks for the question, Anthony. But yeah, that's how we introduce new dogs into our pack, really. So that's a good question, actually. Really good question. We've got 3 people watching, which is good. Is there any more questions? If not for now, what I'll do, let me just take that question off. I'm going to put. I love that these got the, I can have these things scrolling at the bottom. It just is cool. Again, who's put that question? Is that you, Anthony? I need to do with those other dog walkers that walk 6 dogs. Oh, that's Valerie. Hi, Valerie. If people, let me put the question up. I'm looking at my phone now, seeing who's actually commenting. So still says Facebook user for me. If people work, do you hold their keys? So for key holding, that's actually one of my FAQ questions. I was going to mention. So for majority of the clients, we actually use lock boxes, key lock boxes, unless we have a few clients that are always at home. So we don't actually need a key for certain clients, because the client is always at home. So we take the dog off of the client. But for the majority of our clients, we use key lock boxes. So we offer those when we take on a new client. We offer the lockbox solution, and which will be installed somewhere in your house, somewhere hidden, obviously, not sort of in front of someone's face for them to try and open, somewhere lower down, or tucked away around the corner of your house or something. And yeah, lock boxes. So we then so you'd get a spare key. If you've already got a spare key, you would then put that key into the lockbox, and either me, Alexis, or Amanda, we can gain access. So we'll have a code that you'll create. We'll be able to gain access to your home easily and safely using a lockbox. And the good thing about them is the clients can use those lockboxes as well. But we always make, one of the things I always say to our clients that have got lockboxes is, if they are using the lockbox, to make sure that they do put the key back in there, because it's easily, they could easily take the key out and then use it to get in the house, and then subconsciously put the key down in the house somewhere and then not put it back in the lockbox. So my dad seems to do that at his house all the time. He'll use lockbox that I've put on the front of the house. And then when I try to get in, sometimes I've got my own key now, but when I try to get in, the bloody key isn't in the lockbox. But yeah, that's what we use. Yeah, we use lockboxes, and it's so much more. It's so much easier, and it also helps. You know, for us not to lose keys, because it can happen. You know, if we're holding keys, if we're holding like a client's key, there I would say there's more of a chance for a key to be lost. Whereas the lockbox is just, they're so much easier, because the way we do it is we take the key out of the lockbox, put it in the door, put the key back in the lock. So we don't take the key into your house, because then we don't want to put the key down and then forget that we put it in there, because some doors, once you shut them, you can't open them again. So we always put the key back in the lockbox, put the code in, put it back up, and then enter the house, get the collect your dog, come back out, get the key out of the lockbox again, lock the door, and put it back in. So it's as simple as that, really. But yeah, thanks, Valerie, for that question. I'm just going to hide that off there. Got an Ian. Hi, Ian. How are you? So if there's anyone got any other questions, it's good. We had 2 questions already so far, which is good. I'm just going to see if let's see what other FAQ that I've got on here that I could perhaps mention whilst I'm waiting for another question. So I've got here, what happens if one of you, so let's say obviously there's me, Alexis, and Amanda. What happens if one of you are unwell and can't walk the dogs in your group effectively? So that actually, to be fair, when I started this company, when I started, I was on my own. So I was doing all the walks myself, and that was one of my worries actually, was if I came down with like the flu or something, how would I walk the dogs? Because I would just lose out on work there. And it's really annoying for the client that if let's say if I've got the flu, I'm probably going to be off for over a week. If it's really bad flu, that is, anyway. If it's a cold, or man flu. But so yeah, that was one of my worries. And the good thing about having team members such as Alexis and Amanda is, if I was to become unwell, then I can always get cover from Alexis or Amanda. So, or either one of us, if Alexis is unwell or Amanda's unwell, that is much more efficient, and it gives a lot more. It's less annoying for the client, basically, because at least someone else can cover. And the good thing is, all of us know pretty much every single dog. We've all walked each dog. So that's one thing we like to do as well, is to make sure that all of us kind of know each of the dogs. So if that were to happen, then, one of us doesn't not know the dog then. So got another question here from Anthony. Do your clients have to let you know by a certain time if you're not needed for the walk? Let me just pop that question up there so everyone can see it. So do your clients have to let you know by a certain time if you're not needed for the walk? Yes. So we do have because every client sort of signs an agreement when starting with us. And we do say, I think it states in the agreement that we need to be told, really it's within 24 hours, but up until 8 a.m. on the morning is kind of acceptable in my eyes. It depends what it is, really, but I do say to all the clients, we kind of need to know within 24 hours. But if someone just became ill on the morning, then that would kind of make sense. Or like I'm talking about like COVID or something. If someone had COVID, it's a little bit different, with this pandemic, sorting that out. But yeah, anyway, by around 8 a.m. To cancel, that's the kind of time. But yeah, 24 hours is what we kind of asked for, really. It just makes sense, because obviously the slot is booked, and if it's cancelled really, really late, then that booking's kind of lost, basically, and it's always not filled. So yeah, that's kind of what we ask. And the good thing is our clients are awesome, and they give a lot more than 24 hours notice. And again, like I said, unless one of them is unwell, and let's say COVID, and would let us know, and then we have to sort that out. So, but no, super lucky. We've got really good clients. We're good. How long are we doing? 20 minutes. God, that 20 minutes has gone quick. Gone very quick. So, yeah, it's super cold on the walks today. I think it was -1. You can definitely feel the winter coming. So, what was another one? Oh, no, it's not. Let's see if there's. Just going to wait to see if there's any more questions. We'll probably wrap it up soon. I'm trying to make these lives around 15 to 30 minutes, let's say, because I'm already at 21 minutes. So if it does go on another 10 minutes, that's all good, really. So, and I mean, speaking about the whole COVID situation, actually, because I did answer a question in the last live about COVID. It's a very up-to-date question. I think it makes sense, and it's definitely a concern for anyone, really, whether it's a dog walker or like a cleaner coming in or something. People, want to know what the kind of protocol, the measures are that we're doing for COVID. But one of the things with this is, if one of our clients has COVID, then which is a possibility now, because it's I don't think any of us all expected it to become this sort of close to home, but it has very quickly. So we try and work with the client as much as possible, because obviously if someone gets COVID but they're not really that unwell, if they feel fine but they've got like a cough or something, they then have to come home from work and all that, and then they're like, oh, how do we get the dog walked or that sort of thing. So it's a bit of a nightmare, but we always try and work as much as possible with the client if one was to get unwell with it as well. So, and again, with if I was to get it, or if one of the if Alexis or Amanda were to get it, hopefully none of us get it at all. One of the things that we're sort of doing is we're trying to keep our distance from each other. Our sort of working relationship. So if one of us was to become unwell, then we wouldn't have to stop, because one of my fears again is if we're sort of not social distancing, then if one of us gets it, then we kind of all have to stay at home, even if we don't have any symptoms. We have to sit at home because we've not kind of stuck with that. So but the good thing is that means if one of us does get it, then again, one of us, or two out of three of us, can cover for the walks. So that's something we've been doing as well. So if there's any more, I think I may wrap it up. I think it's just me that's watching on here. See if anyone else is going to join quickly. I'm watching, but I'm looking over here because I'm watching my phone, because I can see the questions pop up quicker than they do on my screen here. No, I should have sent an email out to people tonight, actually, to say that was going live, because I think we had like 8 or 9 people join last time. There's not as many this time, which is fine. People might be busy. Maybe a Sunday is better than a Friday. Oh, another one from Anthony. Chucking in the questions to me this time, aren't you? Chucking there. What's your go-to winter dog walking clothes? Yeah, so I'm a bit weird with this one, actually. A normal person would wear, appropriate clothing for the winter. So like a proper warm jacket, a hoodie, that sort of thing. But with me, a lot of the time, I just wear like this hoodie, and I still go out and I'm cold. So I have like a t-shirt on and a hoodie. I will wear a hat. I've got a branded beanie, Project Pet branded beanie that I wear, because they say, wearing a beanie that stores like 80% of your body heat, so it keeps you warm. Whereas, or it actually lets off. I think I said that wrong, actually. If you don't have a hat on, then the heat just releases from your head. So then it makes you colder. Whereas if you keep the hat on, it keeps it sort of within your body. But anyway, so I mean, I do wear like thermals though. I have to have thermals on, and then like I like to wear like trackies. I don't really wear jeans. I just find them super uncomfortable. So like as long as I've got thermals on, and even like trouser thermals, and then like a t-shirt or like a long sleeve thermal, and then like another t-shirt and a hoodie, then I'm all good. So because I get warm when I start walking anyway, because I've had it before where I've wrapped up like super warm, and then I'm walking and I'm sweating. I need to take layers off because I've got too way too hot. So yeah, I tend to just wear a hoodie. But yeah, that's that one. I think that will be the end of these questions. It was just quite a good one this week. What I'm going to do, I'm testing this out actually. Wanted to chuck this up, get rid of that. So I'm going to put a quick ad in this video for anyone. Well, I mean, there's 2 people watching now, and I think one of them is me. For anyone that's watching this video after, I just wanted to put a quick little cheeky advertisement at the end of this video. So for anyone, because I'm putting this in the group as Dan Fothergill, as me. But for anyone that doesn't know, I run this group, started over a year ago, and I also run Project Pet, the UK's first eco-friendly dog walking company. And our slogan is caring for your pet and the planet. So and we offer 1 hour group walks, or at the moment anyway, our main service is 1 hour group walks. And if you've watched sort of through the live, then you'll know that we walk sort of a maximum of 5 dogs in a group. So the hour walk is the hour walk. We do collect your dog in our electric vehicles. So we pick them up and transport them to the walk. And then we also clean them off at the end with a warm wash down, and we towel dry them as well. So we make sure the dog comes back, clean, no muddy paws. We don't want a dog going back to a house treading muddy paws all over the sofa or something. And then, yeah, we obviously take your dog, we drop your dog back as well. So, yeah, like I said, that's not included in the hour. It's completely separate. So your dog gets a full 1 hour walk. And as you can see, I've put, the perfect exercise for your dog in a fun, friendly and sociable environment. And one of the things, we have clients that need us because they're at work. Oh, thanks, Anthony. Cool. We've got a lot of clients that are at work, and we still have clients that are working from home because of the pandemic. But one of the main things, and one of the main things now, especially with sort of the service we offer, is the socialization aspect of this. And there's many forms of socialization. I don't want to, again, I'm not coming across as a dog trainer, but socializing your dog is super important. And that's one of the things that we really like to, that our service really helps with. We've got quite a few long-term clients that have really benefited from their dogs socializing with other dogs. And it's really rewarding thing to see, a dog that maybe wasn't as good with other dogs, or, didn't have that sort of social side to it, because it always went on solo walks, and it joins our group walks. And after, it's, it takes time, it's not a short thing, but after a certain amount of time, after a while, their dog then becomes really sociable with other dogs, and it's awesome to see. So that's one of the main benefits, really, I'd say, from our service is. So if anyone's looking for a dog walker in the Woodley area, then feel free to reach out to myself. You can go to my website, www.project-pet.co.uk. It's in the group, or like I said, you can reach out to me personally as well. You can just click on my name and send me a direct message. Preferably send me an email, but you can always send me a direct message, don't mind. So yeah, I think that is we just had an Alison join as well. Alison, do you have a question? I'm about to wrap up this live, so I don't know if you've got a question at all. If you're still watching, that is a question for me. I'm just going to get rid of this banner. If you have a quick question for me to wrap up this live, yeah, ask me anything. There's no stupid questions. If you've got any potential questions for a dog walker, or anything about your dog, or just anything in general, really. So I'll keep it to the theme, but yeah, be happy to answer it. So I'll give it 30 seconds and then I'll wrap it up. I like these lives. I think they're good. I think this is a good concept, and I think over time we'll get into I think people might be sort of weirded out by the lives because I've not done lives like this in the group, in this form anyway. So and I'll get used to. I find it weird speaking to the screen, but I enjoy it though. I find it's fun. I was actually looking forward to this. It's good. I enjoy this sort of thing. So I think Alison has a question. No worries if you don't. That's fine. You can always. What I'll do is I'll save this. This live will go on the group for you to watch back. So you can go through the full 30 minutes and skip it through or just watch it through. And so we've had quite a few questions actually that have popped up. A couple from the same person. Cool. Anyway, I'll wrap that up. Thanks for watching, or for anyone that is now watching this through a second time. Appreciate you taking your time to watch this. This is the second episode, so I'll be back possibly next Friday. I might even do a Wednesday next week. I might test out a different day, or I might even do the weekend. I definitely think I'll send out. I think a lot of people in this group are part of my email list, so I'll send out an email blast to get people to remind you, to join this. And yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in my next live, or perhaps if I don't see you in my next live, I'll see you at the meetup. Oh yeah, I should say that again. December meetup, December the 6th, which is a Sunday, 10 a.m. at Ashenbury Park. Feel free to come down, bring your dog. Yeah, be happy to see you and chat and meet some new people. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next week.